Alright guys, so what we're doing today is I had a lot of questions on how to self-film a deer hunt. I'm going to show you guys how I self-film, how everything's set up, the different camera angles, and the amount of cameras that I do use in order to get good quality footage. For safety reasons, we're literally sitting in an advanced takedown tree stand about a foot and a half off the ground, just to demonstrate this on how to self-film. So one of the first pieces of equipment that you need in order to self-film and hunt is a good solid camera arm. I'm using a Muddy camera arm. It has a good solid base to it. Also, you want to get a cinch strap to where when you pull that tight on the cinch, you strap the lever over and it doesn't make any noise. It's silent. That way you're not spooking any of the deer or any of the animals. And then you want to have a nice long arm itself. That way when you're out, when the deer's out in front of you, you want to be able to swing that camera arm around, and especially when a deer's off to your side or almost behind you, you want to be able to take that arm, swing it out in front of you to where you have plenty of room to get that angle of the deer behind you in order to get it on film. I don't know the exact dimensions of this arm right now. I will leave it down in the description for you guys. That way you know how long this one is and the base and model numbers, where everything will be down in the description below. Now once you got your camera arm set up, I like to set it to where the camera arm, when I stand up, okay, when I stand up, I want that camera arm, the base, right at my hips. That way when it's at my hips level, okay, I got plenty of room in order to see my viewfinder on the screen and get a good quality angle at that animal. So once I got the camera arm set up, another important piece to this is your fluid head. I'm using a Manfrotto 128 RC. It's a real good fluid head. I think it was about $100 on Amazon. It gives you good solid pans, left to right, up and down, real solid motion. It's not jittery or anything like that. It's a good quality fluid head. This is the base of how you're going to film your hunt. You've got to have this good solid arm, base, and fluid head in order to get good quality footage. Once you purchase a good quality arm, base, and a fluid head, obviously then you need a camera. Well, this year we're running a Canon XA20. Gives me 20 times optical zoom. It's not really needed for the areas that I'm hunting. I don't really need to go out 20 times zoom, but I wanted it because the last camera that I had only had 10 times zoom and it just didn't seem enough. So you kind of need the areas that I'm hunting. I need something in between that, but I couldn't find anything with a optical range of 10 to 20. So I just went ahead with the 20. Takes very, very good quality video, 1080p, 60 frames per second is what we're filming in right now. Is what I film all my deer hunts in, is 60 frames per second, and gives me good quality footage. And if I need to slow motion something, that 60 frames per second will allow me to slow down that footage to that way it's not jittery, doesn't look all shaky and things like that. So once you have the camera, okay, if you're self-filming, you got to have a Varizoom. Now a Varizoom, what that's going to do is allow you to hold your bow in your left hand, or if you're right-handed, you want to be able to hold that bow in your hand and use that thumb control on that Varizoom to be able to hit record, start and stop, power on, power off, and be able to zoom in and out with one hand, because you have to be able to hold your other hand. And while that Varizoom is mounted to the handle of the fluid head, you'll be able to pan, you'll be able to zoom in and out all with one hand. It's absolutely 100% necessary to have. I think they're about $150. Self-filming or filming in general is not cheap, but in order to get good quality footage, you got to have the equipment. You got to have nice equipment to be able to do that. So the Varizoom was money well spent. It works very well. It plugs right in the side of most cameras. Be sure to check out the one that you need for your specific camera. And not all cameras, except a Varizoom, doesn't have a port for it. So you have to look into that and see if they actually make one for the camera before you buy it. You don't really need a high-end camera if you're just starting out. Any 1080p camera, as long as it has optical zoom on it, will get you by to start with. See if you like it, and then you can upgrade. The camera that I'm recording on right now cost me about, I think it was about $1,500, which wasn't a whole lot compared to you can spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. It's not needed. This camera works perfectly fine. It works great. And I mean, you guys seen all the video. You guys just seen my bear hunt that I did. It's good quality video. And the nighttime, the low light on it is pretty good. It's not the best as a higher end camera would be, but it gets me by. It works pretty good. Maybe in the future, in the next year or two, I definitely want to upgrade to a 4K camera. The only reason I don't do it now is because I don't think 4K is quite there yet. They're not there yet. A lot of people don't have 4K TVs. It's just not there yet, and in a couple years the camera should come down in price, and then I'll go ahead and upgrade. Maybe next year we'll see how it goes. But 4K would definitely be my next camera. All right, guys. Now this is not 100% needed, but it definitely helps. You want an external microphone. An external microphone is going to give you good quality, crisp sound. It's not gonna, and you want to get a wind muff for it. That way, when on a windy day you're trying to film, you don't hear all that wind noise in the camera or in the video. It's just annoying. Doesn't sound good. It's not professional. So you want to get that wind muff for an external microphone, and that way you can hear those deer coming in, the leaves crunching, birds chirping. You definitely want to get that external microphone. It's not 100% needed, but it helps. Every little thing that I'm talking about here is going to help you get good quality audio and good quality video. Your next step you could do is you get a microphone, a wireless mic, which I'm considering getting this year. We'll see how it goes. I think I want to upgrade to a wireless mic. I'm still investigating on the best quality one for my camera setup that I can use. That'll be something that if I do get one, and I'll update you guys on which one that I did get. I'll test the audio on it and things like that. Alright guys, now that we went over the base, the arm, the fluid head, the external mic, the Varizoom, and the camera, now that's your first angle camera, that's your main angle. Now what you want to have is you want to have a second angle camera. My second angle camera, I have two of them that I use. I like to use the SpyPoint HD XL camera. SpyPoint makes good action cameras. I like to set that up about head height when I'm standing up on the tree beside me. That way you get that over the shoulder look. When you draw your bow back, you get that angle looking down across over your shoulder. What that's going to do is it's going to splice your video up. You're going to have that second angle looking down, over your shoulder, through your bow, down the arrow, looking at the animal, hopefully out if the animal's out in front of you. I just buy like a screw. You can buy a screw-in step. They make flexible little screw-in things that you can screw right to the side of the tree, and you mount that SpyPoint XL camera right there. I used this down in Canada when I was up there bear hunting. You could see me, you saw me draw my bow back. You saw the over the shoulder look and things like that. I also sometimes use a Canon GX7. I use that as a second angle over my shoulder. It depends what I want to do with my action cam. Sometimes I put my action cam out on the ground somewhere, or if I'm hunting over some bait, or hunting out in the food plot or something, and I kind of know where the deer are going to go, I'll go ahead and set that camera out there and get that third angle shot of the kill. You know what I mean? Because they come with wireless remotes. You hit that button, it'll record the deer's out there. You can get that extra shot of the animal, like I did on my bear hunt recently. You can get some very, very cool footage with action cameras. So they're not needed, but if you're trying to self-film, you want it to look good, you want multiple camera angles, I would definitely recommend the XL camera by SpyPoint. Records in 1080p, it's wireless. You can do it with a remote, or you can download a free app and control the action camera with your phone itself. And also guys, while the camera right now, it's about rib high, the camera arm, and sitting down wise, it's good because I can film with one hand sitting down. So if I got deer coming into me, I can sit there and pan out in front of me and everything. Nothing's in the way. I can control that with one arm, and with my Varizoom I can control the zoom, start, stop, record, and everything like that. So it's a good height wise to set that. So when you stand up, it's right around your hips. When you're sitting down, it's kind of in between your hips and your armpit, pretty much right around rib level. And that works for me. adjust it to where you need it and where you feel comfortable with it. But that's where, you know, it feels pretty good for myself. So again, guys, this is my setup. I'm gonna leave all the part numbers and equipment name and everything down in the comment section. This is just kind of a basic video to show you guys, but in order to get good quality video, you got to have a good camera arm, you got to have a decent quality camera, and you want to have that second angle shot of you drawing your bow back, because that's all B-roll footage. So when you're making a video, you'll have this extra B-roll footage to kind of spice your video up, and it'll just touch it up a little bit, make it look a lot better, and things like that. So this is it, guys. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment down below. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. Please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're going to have a lot more how-to videos as the weeks go on. We're getting a lot of questions from you guys on how-tos, so we're pumping them out. We're going to be doing some tree stand installations, tree stand reviews on the advanced tree stands, and things like that. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys next time.